Hi, this will be a quick review of the menu bar and how to use some of the features. Um, so when you bring up any of the spreadsheets, there are things that you'll want to do and you may not know how. So let's just go over this menu bar up here so you can understand how they work and how to use them. The best thing to do right here, this is the font we're using. This is the size. The controls are right here. You can increase the font or you can decrease it. So what you need to do is highlight a piece of text and then you can change the size. So we set this one to 16. And when you're done, just hit a return and you're done. This is B for bold, I for italics, and this is the text color. So if I want to change the text color, I can come down, hit a drop down, and change it to red. Okay? So now that changes to red, and of course we just want that black. This is for fill color. So you can see we have different fill colors here. So if I want to change this one to a different color, so say green, click that and it changes to green. Okay. Or we can go back to blue and we just change that back to what we had. This little square here is borders. So let's say I've got this and I want to outline this. First I come over and I can set the thickness. So if I want a big thickness, and then this tells me how it's going to put the border on there. So you go like that and you can see that it makes a border around everything I had. If I just want to do one cell, this is already preset back to here, so I can do that. And then some of the others are for, if I want to just do the left hand side, I can do the left hand side. So you'll have all these features. This one does the border as well as the inside lines. This one just does the inside lines. This one is the middle lines, anything inside. This is the vertical line. Again, this was the outside border. Left side, top, right side, bottom. And this is nothing. So if I want to take away all of the borders, I just click on that and they all go away. So we can do that here and we can close all this. This next box is for how we get all these to go across lines. So we can just click on this representative here, and if I hit this once, you'll see that all the boxes return back to their normal sizes. So if I want to span that across there, I click, let's go back, I'm going to click the word. You can see that this is the word I want, and then I'm going to scroll across and pick up all the boxes that I want that to fill. So then I hit that box and it puts a representative and all that. Now you can see that all this stuff is centered, and it makes it nice for formatting and things. Now in order to get there, you're going to click the three buttons, which is the more buttons. So when I click that, you'll see now this tells me that it's center justified. So if I want to change this, let's click on here, and I want to change this to left justified, and I do that. Right justification, center justification. Now let's go up here. This is for vertical alignment. So if I wanted it at the top, so that moves it to the top. This moves it to the bottom, and this puts it back in the center. Now this is for text wrappings. If I had a bunch of text in here that it bled over out here, I can click and say text wrap, and it will put it all in one box, and it may be too big, so I'd have to use this to increase that. You shouldn't have to worry about that. Everything's been preset already. This is for text rotation. Okay, so if you want to rotate the text, we're not going to do that, so we're not going to worry about it. The other things you'll need to know, really, that's about it. One of the other things you may want to do is, if this is too small, it's already preset to 100%. If you wanted it larger, you can click on that and make it larger. Okay, so we'll go up to 150, or you can make it smaller to see more, so 75%. Now this is your function bar. This is where you type in formulas and things like that. This is going to reflect the box that you're currently on. So if I click on here, pre-registered by school, when I click on that, you can see that shows up there. Now you can either try to edit that there, or if you want to edit it here, I can just backspace that and put in something else, Fred, and then you can see that it changes here. So let's back out of that. Okay, so that's basically what we want. Now, what you're also going to see when you get in there is when we have a box like this, and people are going to come and check in. Okay, so when somebody comes in and checks in for their school and they pick up their package, in this case, they're going to pick up a package. I want you to put the name of the representative here. But to check them off, we're going to just click in the box there that, say there's a school name here. We're going to click in that box. We're going to go up to this fill, and then we're going to click in that, and that will fill in that square, so that way we check off who is here. Okay, and then of course we can go back, and if you want to unfill that, just click on the white. So you'll also see now that everywhere, all these forms now will have a square login. So this is going to allow everybody who has a square login to take payments now. So if somebody comes in and said, oh, I need to register something for a guest pass. I want to get a guest pass. You hover over this, and this will take you to the Square login. Okay. Let's bring that up. Now this is the login page. We already have that logged in, so that when you want to take a payment, you'll be able to do that. It'll be on screen. Everything will be there for you. So you'll be able to swipe a card and take a payment, let them pay for a guest pass, a coach's pass, or whatever it happens to be. So everybody will now be able to take payments with the Square login, and it'll be connected directly to the Chromebook. So that's a new feature we have. Okay, one of the other things you want to do is make sure you always look down here, because this is the pre-registration, and we'll have all the school names here, and this one will have a lookup. So if you want to look up, somebody comes up and gives you their name, but they can't remember the exact name of their school, you'll scroll down and find their name. And same thing, when you find their name, you can check them off here. Okay. And remember, you always save. And to get out of it, you're just going to click the X. Okay. Now, let's go over this one quick time. So say I come in here like this, and I did something. Okay. So let's do that. And I go up here and I click this button. it's going to give me this message saying that my changes aren't going to be saved because I didn't click out of this box. So I want to make sure I cancel that, and then I can click the save button, and then that will let me close this down. Okay, so let's bring that up. Okay, so you can see that it's still filled in. So now let's get rid of that. Same thing, I want to click the save button, and I'm going to get out of it. So those are all the controls. You got to remember that once you have a sheet up, that the more button is going to give you more controls. So if you're looking for something, click that button. Now, over here, will give you your other tabs. So if you want to save a file, view, edit, all these are up here. Here's where your extensions are to run your macros. You won't have to worry about that until you get into there. Other things you might do is in a view, you might want to do full screen. You might want to zoom in on something. You can see that's still set to 100, but that's where all this is. So again, I get extensions. Click on this, macros, and this one doesn't have any macros, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay. So you can also hide this by clicking the up arrow, and that goes away. So now all you have is your menu bar, your taskbar here, and you can use that. Okay, so that's about it. If you have any questions, email me at mike@exceedma.com, and I'll be glad to help them with you. Other than that, that's all we have for this. Thank you for watching, and hopefully we'll see you soon.